I remember when I saw you at the end of that night. I was looking for some trouble, you were looking alright. Every time you said a word, I was staring at your lips. I don't think I've ever been so close to a love like this. I never met someone like you. I never felt this way, ooh. We love, take potions, we love.
Hello, everyone. It's good to see everyone. How is it going this early? Well, early morning for me. Maybe not so early for you, but welcome, everyone. We are in the 8th finals, which is a weird term. I don't know if I've ever used that before, but hey, we're in the 8th finals. We're in the last 2 rounds of this round, I guess that's so to say. Good to see all of you. Thank you for being here. All right, we got a lot going on. There's going to be a lot to be had. So what I'm going to do here, I need to do this, and this because I don't want too much. I'm going to try and do 3 matches at the same time, at least at any given time. So today we're entering round 2 of this 3-round process. Basically, best 2 out of 3. We are down to 4 groups total, a total of 32 teams in this Perseverance division, and it's in the starting phases. So we will also do a giveaway at the end, so please hang on if you want to get a chance to win a gift code. And yeah, we're going to be looking at a few different teams here. If we go to review what's happened so far, in all 4 groups, it seems there's not really been too much of an upset, so to say. As we expected, 1250 RAU, 1235 YHY, 1236 INM, and 1323 OCS are going to be the clear winners here. They're the top, well, not clear winners, but they are the top favorites, so to say. That does not mean things can't change. It looks here Oceanside and Psycho Wreckers had a good match last week, and who knows, maybe 1330 will pull it, but we'll look at who they're facing all today, and we'll go into some of the matches that look to be the best. In Group 2, we have T5X, obviously a favorite there, WGS, 3OS, and EGK. These are all your basic favorites in Group 2. In Group 3, we have GV3, BVA, DKBS, and XYA with their wins. Does not mean anything for sure. And in Group 4, WNV, NWO, HXN, and IXM, all with the win for the first round. Taking a look at what are the matches today. If we have some good, you might have some number 1s versus 2s, and some of the people that lost last week may want to have a comeback. Ooh, that is not what I want. All right, so remember, it's not the best. All right, so today's rounds, we have 1235 and 1250. RAU and YHY, we have both of those teams have a win today, so seeing who's going to win in this round is probably going to be an interesting match. I I'm just trying to make some notes here myself so I can follow along. RAU is facing YHY. And then we have 1236 versus 1323. So it looks like the number 1 and number 2, number 3 and number 4 are all going to be facing each other, with the all losers facing each other. So it's going to be quite an interesting matchup here. I'll be honest, I have a feeling we're going to have my prediction here. It's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna say RAU wins, and out of Immortals and Oceanside, that's gonna be a tough one, honestly. Immortals may take this one, but that's gonna be an interesting to watch. I personally like Oceanside, but I have a feeling they may not take it. It just depends on how they show. We got 1412 and 1330. I have a feeling 1330 is going to take that one. And 1392 and T8D. Honestly, it depends on who shows up. If 1392 shows up in force, I think they may actually beat T8D. However, T8D president is a powerhouse, and so they may win just based on that fact alone. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch in Group 1. In Group 2, what do we have today? It's probably going to be what? T5X and WGS and 3OS and EGK, right? Something like that. EGK, WGS. I was close. I was right on that, right? Oh, no. I was off. So 1337. EGK versus WGS is going to be a good match to watch. I have a feeling WGS will win that one, though. 3ET and TJO, honestly, I don't know. I haven't really seen much from either team to really say I'm impressed. So I'm not even going to really pay attention to that one. 7DJ versus T5X. These are both likes, but T5X is going to be the easy winner there. And then 3OV and 3OS, 1272 and 1401. Honestly, that's going to be a good match. Somehow they're facing themselves, kind of, in a way. 1401, 1272, different states, but hey, whatever. Oh, good luck, MJ. Good luck. I do hope you guys win. I do. I hope everyone wins, but I know that can't possibly happen. Honestly, between 1272 and 1401, I know 1401 has a huge disadvantage in tech and parts and all that stuff, but they may take this one. It just depends. But I would say more than likely 1272, this is Sparta, is going to take the win in round 2 for Group 2. For Group 3 here, we have BVA versus GV3. That's going to be a tough match. It's going to be the number 1 and number 2 seeds against each other. That's going to be an excellent one to watch. I would keep an eye on that. I would like BVA to win, but it's going to be an interesting match here. I would definitely, I'll probably keep a screen on that match right there. 1299 and 1205. I mean, I don't know. I think, well, Killuminati is going to probably take the win on that one. That's going to be a pretty easy one. 1299, I could see taking over 1205. DKBS and IMX is going to be an interesting one. I have a feeling that IMX is going to lose, but I don't know. I don't really know too much about DKBS, but from what I've seen, it hasn't been overtly dominating. So I keep doing that. I can't say that DKBS has a better chance to win overall. And then UFC 56 and XYA, I see 56 dominating this match. So if you're interested in making bets there, BVA is going to be a good one to watch. Killuminati is going to win. TKBS and IMX is going to be interesting, but I have a feeling 1233 will take the win there. And then 56 versus 76. Honestly, I think my people in 56 are going to take a win there, but we'll see. And then the last group we have left before we start getting into the matches, because I'm certain that's probably going to start soon. NWO versus HXN. That's going to be a good one to watch. Two favorites. Someone will take a loss, obviously. 21 versus 1221 versus 1278 is 21 United and WVK. WVK probably will take the win on that. But we'll see. We'll see. Both have shown pretty well, but WVK seems to show up more, but we'll see. We'll see. 9MD and IXM, that's probably going to be an easy one. IXM will probably take the win there. And for the last match, UEZ and WNV, which is going to be a really... I like UEZ, but WNV is going to be a dominating force. I see these guys moving to the next round and maybe even to the next one after that. They're going to be a tough team to beat here. So as far as your predictions go, if you see anything different, then we'll see. FOWA versus ZXC or XZC. So many letters. It gets so tongue twisty after a while. All right. So what I have here set up is I have other windows set up so that I can keep an eye on a couple of matches that we think are going to be some of the favorites. So with that said, I'm going to see which ones I marked down a couple of interesting ones. So they haven't started yet. We got one more minute pretty much before the matches go live. And let me open up everything so that we have things somewhat visible. I got that and that. So if I need to alter something, let me know. I didn't want to take up too much of the main screen, but I also wanted to keep tabs on what was going on so that you could actually see some of that too. Go, go, go. All right, so let's see here. Nothing's playing yet. All right. See if resetting. Oh my god. Let me see if I back all the way out. Back all the way out. Go in. See if it comes up again. There we go. Let's see here. YHY and RAU. Let's go here. I'm gonna try and cover one from each group if I can. Let's see. Group three. Group three, we have BVA. And this is going to be a good one right here. And what's that group? Oh, group four. Group four. That'll be the other one I'll watch, or I'll keep an eye on. And that is going to be NWO and HXN. Oh, come on. Yeah. I know how this all... Okay, I got it. Thank you. All right. That's loading. Let's see what's going on here. And I didn't want to get... Okay. Yeah. Click that. There we go. All right. So right now it looks like we got some things being contested here. Trying to keep an eye on everything. It's going to be a little bit confusing. What up, Roy? How's it going, bro? Good to see all of you this morning. We're going to see what's going on here to see how things are going to pan out. So it looks like we're starting not too much of a lead in any match, but we're starting to see a few. All of them seem to be the same. However, a couple are starting to pull ahead over others. RAU seems to be pulling ahead here in the beginning, but we can't really say too much about what's going on. This doesn't really predict anything, right? GV3. So wait, let's see how many showed up. That's a pretty telling thing. So I'm gonna try and see here. Ooh, I gotta turn off the animations or the marching. Oh yeah, RAU definitely has a good showing, as we figured. I to be honest, I'm not surprised by that, but I also expect a good showing. Ooh, all right. Well, it looks like YHY did not show up in as much force as RAU, so it looks like RAU may take the early lead here. What's going on here? Not too many on the BVA side. That might cost them. And a definite good showing over here on the GV3. And this one seems to be neck and neck right now. Solid showing from HXN. And a pretty decent showing from NWO. So this might be your closest match right now. So let's see what's going on. What up? I might actually move this. So it looks like YHY is at a major disadvantage, but we'll keep a track on it. I do actually want to put the better match on. Let me put the NWO match on the bigger screen, and I'll take a look around with the other ones. Because it seems like that's going to be the more interesting match. No, that wasn't. It was group 4. Yeah. All right. NWO HXN will be moved to the big screen. It looks like they're going to be neck and neck. What up? What up? It's good to see everyone. NWO's just, you know what? I feel like they should have shown up in more force, but I can't really complain. They're doing well. I mean, I feel like oh no, they did show up. I'm sorry. They're already starting to teleport up. So we got NWO starting to teleport up already. They're just building their watchtowers. Doesn't seem anyone's moved up on the HXN side. I'm going to try and stay away from the bases if I can. It seems to run a little bit smoother. All right, so with that being said, let's pick a different match here. What was another one I think we said was good? This is the BVA one, right? Yeah, it looks like BVA is going to take a loss here. I don't know if they're going to be able to catch up after that. INM OCS. INM OCS Group 1. Capture Rocket and Hospital first. Honestly, Outpost, Command Center, Armory is going to do more for you than the Hospital and the Rocket. The Armory is going to give you a bigger boost to your might, for your team's might. That's going to help you out bigger in the long run. The Hospital is not really a necessity because no one should really be healing troops. You should have enough troops as is. But the Rocket Center, yes, does give you a lot of points. So does the Outpost. And the Command Center is going to allow you to move up. So if you don't have the Command Center to teleport, you're not going anywhere. And it is important to move up. But I will say it does take 5 minutes for at least the Armory and stuff to open up in the first place. So kind of got to take that with a grain of salt. All right, so OCS and INM. It looks like INM is going to be taking the lead here, but we're still having a neck and neck match here with HXN. Or not HXN. Yeah, HXN and NWO. Looks like we have a pretty neck and neck race here. And it's going to be quite interesting to see. They're already contesting the rocket repair shop. Yeah, because you get 200 a minute with the rocket. A hospital is the same, but the armory, the benefit for the armory here is you get 100 a minute, but you get gain to might and resistance, and it's a pretty significant one. It's going to help you defend a lot better. It's a very important thing to grab, the armory. And your command center, yeah, it's only 50 a minute, but it will allow you to teleport. Otherwise, like I said, if you don't move up and you can't move up, you're not doing anything. You're wasting your time, because they're going to get to the keys faster than you. The hospital's only 100 a minute. It's not that significant. And most people aren't really healing during this time. If you have to, then all means, but you shouldn't really be healing. It shouldn't really be a high priority is what I should say. Your command center we looked at, and the rocket ship does give you 200. The outpost, I believe, gives you 50, and it doesn't really do anything, but it's good to capture and people don't really notice it, and it opens up right away. All right, so right now we got neck and neck here. It's gonna be interesting to see how this pans out. Looks like NWO is keeping the lead, but they're right on their heels. Looks like we have a clear winner here in GV3. GV3 is just going to win. I mean, they're already 12,000 points ahead. So I think we can call this one. GV3 is going to be a winner here. And while this is a closer one, I have a feeling INM is going to win this one, but let's get to a different match here. And I'm curious to see how this is going to pan out, because this is going to be a tight match. But you can see NWO already moving up, while HXN is still sitting. They need to move up. There's the president moving up. There he is. There they go. Now a couple of them are moving up. Someone went to the outside. See, that's a thing people don't realize, is moving to the outside to get faster protection to your outside players. Let's see here. Let us pull up. That's all the major ones I think I was interested in, or the ones I assumed would be close. Let's pull up. Let's see here. Let's pull up 1392. Let's see what they're doing, because I knew this was going to be a pretty interesting match here, because the T8 president is a powerhouse. 1392 has some powerhouses, don't get me wrong, but 1392 seems to show up more. They have more active players than T8D did, but that doesn't mean anything. Maybe they just had an off day. This match here seems to be going pretty... It's kind of lopsided, but it looks like, honestly, blue is holding all the while red might be moving up more, blue is holding up all the structures. And that's why they're winning. OCS needs to learn they got to hold the buildings. Now, maybe they are going for them and they're just losing. How many spent to max your new hero? How many? What do you mean, how many? How many spent what? UR hero is good. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the new hero is awesome. I did the video on the new UR hero. If you didn't see, you could check that out in the list. DYA and T8D. It looks like DYA is taking it. That's why I said this was. People are don't count them out just because they're a younger state. I think it's pretty obvious that DYA showed up. They showed up to win. Whereas T8D is not as active as you can see. Don't get me wrong, their president is a huge powerhouse, hard to beat. But if you don't have the numbers, not much you can do about it. So yeah, it looks like 92 might win this one, which is not an upset per se, but it puts them back in the running. Still fight is balanced, and now it's about, yes. Yeah, a lot of them do. This one especially here. This one I'm actually surprised by. HXN and NWO. I mean, I shouldn't say I'm surprised. Both of these are favorites in the overall championship, especially at this point. So them being close is going to be quite an interesting, endeavor altogether. There was a lot of migration movement this week. A lot of strong alliances are dead now. Every gathered. Oh, okay. So see, I didn't know that. 1236 and 1235. But isn't that INM? Okay, INM and YHY. But RAU. Oh, okay. I got you. Because YHY was RAU was winning. INM's taking a lead. RAU is 1250 and 1235 is YHY. So 1235 would be an interesting. So DYA wins. Okay, so we could cut out of this one. I have a feeling that's not going to even come down to a key. This one is still close. This is still neck and neck. The NWO HXN. That's going to be an interesting. The other, okay. I gotcha. I see what you're saying. Let's see. Who is that actually? And then this looks pretty, INM looks pretty clear cut. So we'll exit out of here. Not YHY, but where is it? I know it's on here. Are they? The other one should be on here, right? No, so they didn't join YHY? That'd be a little silly. Oh, YHY disbanded? Then why are they still in the competition? So that's stupid. No offense. That's dumb. WMV. That was group 4 though, wasn't it? WNV 1314 or MV 1314 one is actually 35. Okay, so they all went to. Gotcha. There's always so much movement, it's hard to keep up with sometimes. All right, so let's see. We've covered YHY is going to lose. RAU is going to win here. INM looks like the winner here. I don't really foresee anything with that third match. I mean, honestly, the Pyro Wreckers 1330 is going to win, as long as they didn't have a massive upheaval. And it looks like DYA is going to be the winner in Group 1. So those are the projected winners here in Group 1. Yeah, I have a feeling EGK is going to get dominated, but let's confirm that. And then we'll go Group 2 over here. And we're neck and neck here. And they're fighting over the center here. They're right here. This is going to come down to keys. This is really going to come down to keys, and that's going to be an interesting one to keep an eye on. Yeah, we definitely have a one-sided win here. WGS is going to dominate this match. I figured as much. So EGK is going to be your loser in this round. I know I'm doing a lot. Okay, I'm trying to keep up. It'll get easier as we get to the next round, but I'm trying to keep an eye on as many matches as I can. I don't think we were. I mean, we'll check in here, but I don't want to check in that. Do I really need to check in on T5X? I have a feeling it's going to be it's not going to matter. I mean, I think we all know T5X is probably the favorite to win the whole thing, right? I think we can kind of agree on that. EGK went to WNV, got it. So WNV might be the one to watch then. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me check in here. Oh, that's a close one. Let's check in on the T5X one anyways. So yeah, this is going to be a close one. We got Spartans versus Spartans. Oh, they already got a key here. 30V. shoot. Yeah, T5X is already the clear winner. I mean, we don't need to really watch that. I don't really care to watch slaughters. What up, TJ? All right, so they should be. Who got? Oh shoot. So NWO was able to get the key. Yeah. So they pulled ahead. NWO pulled ahead at the beginning. It doesn't make it over. 15 minutes, someone else could take a key and get it. And it looks like the key is trying to finish up being escorted here. This would tie blue if 30V can keep it. Let's go to group threes. Hi, do you give any giveaway? I sure do at the end. All right, so group that covers group 2, group 3. We did see that GV3 is dominating, so I don't think we need to check in on that. The Killuminati, we could check. They're still fighting. Can they get that key? They sure did. Now it's a tie game again. 3OS, 30V, and NWO pulled ahead, but one more key and this could start going lopsided. I'm only keeping an eye on this one because these are two very popular teams. So the big screen is going to be the one to watch out of the popular teams, but it does not mean it's over unless they're giving up. Are they giving up? Tell me they're not giving up. I just saw the guy back out of there. Oh, did he get blown up? Never mind. I take that back. Yeah, they're attacking the bases. All right, I didn't see that. So yeah, if you didn't know, you can attack bases. Yes, I did recruit the new hero. I already got the new hero, and I made a video about it if you're interested. All right, here, what do we got? So yeah, Killuminati was the winner. I kind of figured that. That's another slaughter we don't need to keep an eye on, but I will keep on this match here, 3OS and 30 whatever. The Spartans versus the Spartans. They don't have the power basis to break Garrison. Which one though? I know, I've been talking a lot. I don't know sometimes which matches we're talking about. All right, so we're trying to exit here. If it freezes, I'm gonna have to reset it, because it does happen to do that for some reason. Yeah, let's reload it. Main screen fight? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you mean HXN doesn't have the power to break the garrisons of NWO? I mean, it's very possible. It depends on what happens on the next key. If the next key goes to NWO, this match is I could say this match is pretty much called. But they have to, but NWO has to get the next key, but HXN needs to do it. But it looks like NWO is starting to make their moves. It might be that their powerhouses are starting to get weak and they can't hold up. NWO has probably more powerhouses than HXN. So we'll see. All right. We're keeping an eye on that one in group 3. What else do we got in group 3? I know I didn't go through all of them on group 3 yet. We checked that one. Oh, DKBS. Now, this one I actually want to see. 76 and 56. That might actually be another close one. Ooh, pop my neck. So we're down to the I mean, it feels like we still got forever, but ooh, yeah, this is a good close one. Escorting a key. Are they going back and forth on this key? They are. Oh, I got rid of the, oh, I see. So XYA is working on their second relay key. So they're in blue, I'm assuming. 56. Oh no, 56 is. I'm sorry. I take that. Oh, XYA owns the relay. I'm sorry, but that's the 56 side. They need to break that garrison. And it looks like 56 took the key again, but if they don't break that garrison here, it's not going to matter. So let's see what happens in this one. Can I zoom out? There we go, just a little bit. I want to zoom out just a little bit. Interesting match, yes. Everyone like the stream? Yes, please like the stream, share it, do whatever, man. I appreciate all your support. It keeps me making videos and stuff. And I know I picked the Perseverance. I know it's not as cool as some of the big guys, but like I said, it's interesting to see who the up-and-comers are, to see, you know, how things might progress. I mean, some of these teams are going to be winding up in the next division and then the next division. So, and it also keeps an eye out if you're looking to immigrate to a state, where might you want to immigrate depending on, you know, your performance and what type of games you like to play. Some people like to play casual, that's fine. Some people like to be competitive. If you want to be competitive, you need to go to a competitive state. So it's just the way it is. All right, so it looks like XYA is losing so far, but they're still arguing over this key. 56 just got it here. This Spartan match here is way too close. And then down here, it looks like, when's the next key coming? 8 minutes. So we'll see in 8 minutes if HXN can hold on and stay in the match. Because a key will tie them. Might even put HXN just above. So they are in the... Yep, so they got through the first one, but the first one's fairly easy. Oh no, they're still in there. Ooh, it's gonna be tough. I'm new here, this is my first stream. Well, welcome in, Akib. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. I know, there's a lot to cover. I can't wait. Like, I'm gonna be live tomorrow as well to cover, but I'm only gonna keep an eye on the matches where there might be an upset. I'm not gonna cover the people that are automatically gonna win or move on. I'm gonna try and cover the possible upsets. So round 3 is people's last chance to move forward, and depending on how they match up, I mean, that could be good news for some and bad news for others. But with that being said, today is going to be the most brutal day because it's going to be telling for some people, and for others it's going to completely knock them out. These are the 3 matches that I found so far that are the closest. Oh, what's going on here? Did they lose the key again? Oh no, XYA got the key. Interesting. That's another tactic I've seen people do, hiding their relay. XYA is at their second relay, right? No, the first one. Okay. Yeah, I've noticed that if you put a lot of bases in front of the relay, it's hard to actually tap on the relay to attack it. You have to get very like specific. Yeah, so it's kind of like a shady tactic, but it works. Like if you took this base here, this Rakan base on the main screen, and you put him literally right where the watchtower is, basically, your opponent would have a hard time clicking on it. That's a little tactic for people to know. But looks like they're going back and forth here on the 5-6 and XYA. They are at they're heading to the second relay, so this will give an idea if XYA can stay in the match. Let's see here. And the Spartans, I think they have time before the next key shows up, and they're just basically neck and neck back and forth. So they got 7 minutes here for the key in the Spartan match. And in the HXN, they got 5. Once this 5 minutes up, if NWO gets the key. I mean, they're more than likely they'll get the key. Let's be honest. I mean, look how close they are to the spaceport, and HXN is nowhere nearby. On top of that, they also have the relays. They have HXN's relay. They can't get close. They can't do anything. So I have a feeling this match is going to be over pretty soon here. So I'm just waiting to confirm that in 4.5 minutes with NWO getting the key. If NWO gets the key, it's guaranteed. That's over. We can call this match. Same thing here. If did they successfully get the key? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they got closer, but this is going to be a tough match right here. This is almost equivalent to the same. These two matches in the corners are almost the same match. The one on the left is U56 or UC56 and XYA 76 versus 56. The top right is going to be 1412 and 12 something. I forgot. 30S, 30B. So these two are going to be close. This one looks like they're going to be called soon. And then we'll take a look at, I'll use the main screen to swap around and we'll take a look at some of the other matches we haven't looked at yet. But it looks like we have a lot of clear-cut winners already for today. How that changes the landscape is going to be quite interesting. But we'll cover that tomorrow. Glitch costs us points. Oh, I don't doubt. Yeah. It's not perfect. Okay. There's a lot going on. I get it. That's why in important events like this, I usually just turn off the APC animations because that does make things go a lot faster, especially if you're on a somewhat older phone. Yeah. NWO's dominating. They're starting to take over now. Looks like NWO is going to take the win here. As for this, UC56 is in charge right now, but in 13 minutes, I guess that could change. And in 5 minutes, we'll know who's going to take a lead here in this match. And that'll pretty much cover almost all of them, to be honest. This battles, it depends on the key. Some of them do really just depend on the key. If you play it right, because you gotta control, you gotta build your towers, you gotta get the resources, you gotta hold the structures. Sure, those are points, but they're not more than enough points, especially when a lot of them are contested. I mean, if they're being contested, it's going to be hard to get the points. So that means your points are really going to come down to the spaceport. And it looks like 1 more minute. We'll see who's going to be the definite winner here. Not about lags. We lost points because the key points go to XZC. Oh. Yeah. PWI. Is it really? I didn't think that would be a close one. That's what I'm surprised about. I figured that would be a pretty... Well, yeah, I figured that would be a pretty big blowout. 1330 usually shows up pretty strong. They've had a very strong showing up to this point, so that's why it'd be surprising to me. But HXN needs this key if they want to stay in this. If they don't get this key this go, it's pretty much over for them. $30K versus 28. Wow. All right, we could swap over there right after NWO takes this key. I have a feeling NWO is going to take this key. I don't see any way HXN is going to beat that out. I mean, they're already holding the first relay. They're probably holding the second. Oh, no. They're holding at least the first relay. But I don't see them getting to the spaceport before NWO does. It's not a strong base state, but they're active. And you know what? And that's something people don't realize is sometimes the activity can beat out the strength. I mean, if you only have 1 or 2 very strong bases, you can't take the whole thing by yourself. You know, you still need a team to play with. And that's something I think a lot of people forget, especially as you progress in like Eden and you progress in like Oblivion and ASE and Dawn and all these other things. A strong base can only go so far. Eventually, someone will be able to whittle you down. 30 ants will eventually whittle down the lion and kill it. Well, not 30 ants, but you get the point I'm trying to make. So it looks like we have a very clear cut. They got 10k points more here, but blue can get this key. So we're going to see what happens here in 1 minute. The key is being escorted here. They're going to the first relay. So we'll see here. I don't foresee them losing too much of this, and if they want to, they could play back and forth with the key, but that's not going to help anyone unless HXN decides to take the other structures. Playing back and forth with the key is fine, but you got to come up with the points somewhere else. So they're going to be moving to the next relay. HXN has it. Key's gonna get reset if they don't take it. NWO just took it back. All right. Let's see here. And the key's being escorted here, so this is going to... This is gonna... I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Alright, NWO at the last minute here. If they get the key, I can pretty much safely say they win. But they have to hold it. And then we have... the Spartans against the Spartans have the key. And it looks like they're heading to the last one, which looks like, see, someone took my advice. Park right in front of the relay. Always crazy losing that close to points. At least you could say it's a good match, though. You know, I'd rather see low points with a good match than... because that's the only way you're going to get a win. I mean, against a good team is there's going to be low points. A high, you know, if it's like 117,000, obviously you just won, you know. All right, NWO pretty much secures the win here. I think it's safe to get out of this one. It looks like NWO is starting to dominate the field, and they just got their second key, which puts them 10,000 points above, and it's going to be very hard for HXN to recover. All right, let's go to that where is it? PYW that you said was close. And let's see here. They just got the key here, so this is now a close match again. 36-36. This is a close match. I am surprised by that. And let's see how much time they got. 13 minutes on the spaceport. But it looks like, oh, so they changed their guild name anyways, 1412. So it's Vice. See, that wasn't their name before they started. But regardless, I mean, that's a moot point. But it does look like they're starting to attack each other now. They're trying to get the bases out. Honestly, Ghost Rider here looks like he can't really be touched. What up? So yeah. And it looks like UC56 pulled 10,000 points ahead of XYA, so I'm pretty sure this might be a safe call as well. But this one, this Spartan versus Spartan, I'm still gonna keep an eye on because this is still neck and neck. So we're gonna leave this UC56 XYA because they're 10,000 points ahead. That puts them a lot at a disadvantage. So let's take a look at some of the Group 4 because I think we covered 1 through 3. Let's take a look at some of Group 4 and see if there's anything neck and neck here. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I always hated mine, but if it works, it works. All right, Group 4. All right, so that was the HXN. Yeah, we watched that. They looked like they pulled ahead. Actually, we did look at these. WNV was dominating UEZ. This one, these two, I don't think we checked out. The 21 United and the WVK and the 9MD and the IXM. But IXM should be dominating here. I don't see a reason why they shouldn't be. And yeah, it's starting to look like, I mean, PYW is starting to pull away, but it doesn't mean they're still neck and neck. This is actually, well, they're 10,000 points ahead, but I guess this is closer than I thought it was going to be. Oh, yeah, 9MD. 9MD is going to take the win here, it looks like. Quite interesting. I didn't expect that. I mean, 9MD is another pretty strong alliance, but IXM has been doing a lot of, it's been showing up a lot, I should say. Interesting tactic. So IXM decided to go outside. That's an interesting tactic. I mean, it seems like it's costing them, but it's an interesting tactic. And they got 11 minutes for that key. We're still, it looks like we're finally starting to see someone pull ahead enough. 3OS is starting to pull ahead here, and we're still neck and neck. So I think this is pretty easy to call here. This is, I guess, I would say this is a good call right here. 11,000 points is hard to make up in a short period of time. You only have 20 minutes, 10 minutes for the key, so that gives you really 15 minutes to make up 12,000 points, and 5,000 is a key. So I don't foresee them pulling ahead here enough to catch a win. Yeah, they already got the 2 keys, so I don't think IXM is going to be able to take a win here. So I'm going to call this one. But this one is still neck and neck, so it looks like both of these teams want it bad. 7K lead. Yeah. Well, for the Spartans, yeah. Key is a key. Yeah, honestly, you need key for key. You either need to dominate the entire battlefield and lose all the keys, or you get key for key until the end. Ooh, wrong thing. There was one more match I don't think I looked at yet here in Group 4, and I think that was the 21U and WVX, which I didn't really foresee anything crazy going on here, but we'll take a look. We don't have actives. Yeah, I get that. And it changes constantly, so I get it. It's not easy. Yeah, this is a blowout. WVX is good. WVK, not X, K is going to take the win here. Yeah, that's a pretty straightforward. All right, so I think we have almost all of our winners. The only one that's really close enough to where I don't feel confident in calling it is this one right here. This is the only one that is neck and neck. And you know what? The winner of this will actually have a chance to move on, because this will put them 1 win. I think both these teams have losses. So whoever wins this will have a chance to make it to the next round tomorrow. Yeah, they're pretty much eye for eye here. It's pretty interesting. I mean, I'm starting to see a little bit of a pull away here, but not enough. It's got to come down in 7 minutes. Who wins the key? And I think they're key for key, right? No, PYW has both keys. How are they? They do not. I see what the problem is. They don't know how to control the battlefield. They need to control the outside. They're not controlling the outside. It looks like Vice had the smart idea of taking all the structures and holding them as long as they could. That is the smart one. And on top of that, it looks like Vice is holding their enemies' relays. So when the key does show up, PYW needs to move. They need to move. You beat them twice in the past? Yeah, but you know, time changes. Things change a lot. So it's hard to say one way or the other. You never know. Like you just said, immigration happened and an entire state just left for another one. Oh, what am I doing? Let's keep an eye on. Let's see, who was else? Who was else? Who was else? We knew that 32 was winning, so I don't see that. I don't think there's going to be a change here or a change here. There was a significant lead. This was a significant lead. I don't think I checked this one out, but I wasn't interested in it. T5X and there is what we watched. T5X is a blowout. Let's look at this one. The one we didn't look at. The only one we didn't look at so far. Cool. All right, so looks like 5 more minutes, and I think we'll be able. We'll see. If PYW gets the key, then they'll probably have the win at this point, because it's going to be hard for them. Vice better be going for every structure after this key. If they don't get the key, Vice needs to go to all the structures on the outside and barricade themselves, because that's the only way they're going to win. The only way that they'll have a chance to win. Maybe not guaranteed to win, but have a chance. So once this key is over in 5 minutes, 4.5, whatever, they if they don't get it, they need a spread. But it looks like PYW is starting to attack Ghost Rider here, who's their only other real competition. But it looks like they're starting to reinforce them. So it's going to be interesting to see this. I mean, this is only a 3,000 point, 3,500 point difference here, roughly. This seems to be close-ish, but it looks like someone's definitely pulled away, and it looks like there's not a huge showing here. I'll be honest. It does not look like a very huge showing. And, I mean, but it's clear that Red is definitely controlling the battlefield. So we're talking a 10,000 point difference. So it looks like TJO is going to take the win here. Where is he? There. 5 minutes for that one. 4.5 there, and this key is going to be coming in 3 minutes, and I think that'll do it. So did you guys bet? You winning your bets? I bet. I just don't remember who I bet for. I don't remember. I might win, I might not. I don't know anymore. Let's roll the dice. You know what I do like to do, though, is I do like to try and bet on some underdogs that may win. Because that's where you get all the points. That's really where you get the benefits. that multiplier is massive when you bet on those and you win. But you do lose. If you lose, you lose. So that's why it's called gambling. Key. Where? Which one? I thought we still had time. Two minutes. All right, 1 minute 50. This will be the close one. Everything else seems to be people pulling ahead here. Looks like we're gonna have the winner here. I think that's 300 Spartans. I think that's 1412. I'll be honest with you. I wish it said the state, but it doesn't. So it is what it is. It looks like PYW is starting to pull ahead, so pull ahead enough to make a difference. I know. Ugh. I need to burn something. It's been a while. we're in our Eden. We're at our last week. Our center gates are opening up for World Center. I think at reset, to be honest. So we're gonna see how that. No, not reset today. Reset tomorrow. I don't remember. I gotta double check. But I know it'll be over soon. So, and I know Eden could be stressful for people. But you gotta keep an eye on it. ASC's once a year, and the rewards here are pretty good. 30 seconds, and we'll know. And I think that would cover all of them. So I think we have our clear-cut winners and clear-cut losers. This one's definitely, this is out, this is out. So I think this is the last match that's close. All of the other ones are I would say safe enough to call. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Yeah. So, and then we'll do our giveaway. I have some codes to give out, some gift codes to give out, and then we'll call it a day. Once again, I really need to program my bot to do giveaways. I need to program my bot for this chat. I used to do Twitch, and so all my bot stuff is set up for that. So so I don't use the bot. I need to start using the bot. It would make giveaways so much easier instead of putting everyone's name in. All right, here we go. He is being escorted. I think PYW's got it. They just got to get this minute one is the worst one. This 30-second one seems like it goes so fast. All right, they're escorting it to the next relay. If they get it, PYW is going to be safe to say that they're the winners of this match. And these two matches, I would say, are safe to call. So I will close these out. TJO is the winner here, and the 300 Spartans. This is Sparta 300. Which is confusing as hell. All right, so let's do this, and this, so we can focus on this last match. Can you select? I wish. It's all random. It's random. I do the spinny wheel. I do the wheel spinny. Anyone who wins wins. I know. God, I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and I never do. $17, $16. Are they gonna take it? And oh, looks like they won it. PYW takes the win. PYW takes the win here. They finally pulled away enough. So let's take a look at what's going on, and we'll talk about the winners. All right, so let's take a look. So we got some clear-cut winners and stuff. It looks like RAU is going to win. YHY is going to take a loss. Which actually sucks because they're going to drop. Oceanside took a loss. And I think, oh yeah, INM won, I believe. So it looks like 1236 and 1250 are definitely moving to the next round, and that opens up the door for PYW and not DYA. Yeah, DYA, right? DYA played, yeah, and DYA. So DYA 1330 and 1392 have gotten an opportunity to see who's going to win tomorrow. RAU and INM are going to be your guaranteed move-ons, and that's what's looking like in Group 1. So we got to keep an eye on YHY, OCS, PYW, and DYA tomorrow. Group 2, T5X is the clear winner. They're going to move on. 300 Sparta won. That's got to be a move on. WGS. Didn't WGS win? Yes, WGS won, so they're going to be a move on. EKG lost. This is Sparta lost. TJO wins. And I believe 7DJ won. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 7DJ played against T5X. Yeah, T5X wins. TJO and that's it. TJO has the chance to move up. EKG lost. So it's going to come down to EGK and TJO to see who's going to get promoted to the next round. So only one match to really watch tomorrow in Group 2. Group 3, GB3 wins. BVA took a loss. XYA took a loss. DKBS took a loss, I believe. I can't remember. Yes, I believe they did. IMX took the win. So basically in Group 3, it's an open match for everyone. GB3 is the only one that's going to move on guaranteed. Everyone else pretty much took a win today, except for I believe YA7. YA7 is the only one that didn't win today. So Killuminati, IMX, United 5-6, that puts a 1 win for those 3 that have 0 wins. And that means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams all have a chance to get promoted. So tomorrow, 24 watch it, just wait till you start spinning. Oh yeah. So yeah, tomorrow 6 teams are going to be vying to move on in Group 3. So that's going to be interesting to watch. WNV took the win. 9MD took the win. WVK took the win, and NWO took the win. So NWO took the win. HXN lost. WVK took the win. 9MD took the win. So these two, 1, 2, HXN and I am 9MD, right? I'm trying to remember. WNV moves on. NWO moves on. So it's going to be between HXN, IXM, WVK, and 9MD. There. Now I remember. Okay. So those are your winners and losers today. Tomorrow, really, there's only, what? It depends on how they match up. But there's really only a few to watch. And I feel really bad for those teams that, like, have 1 win and just need 1 more. And they have to face, like, WNV. I feel bad for them because it's like, we have a chance. And then all of a sudden, here comes this team that dominates everything. And they're like, we don't even need to win this round. We don't even care. But they still kill you. So, yeah. So tomorrow's going to be interesting. I plan on streaming tomorrow's matches as well. And I'll have more giveaways then. So keep an eye out for that. Should be the same time tomorrow because that's when this stuff happens. Let me pull up the wheel of misfortune. Or fortune, depending on who you are. And let's start adding some names here. So this has some of what was left yesterday or last time. So we got, I know it was Odidi. You know what? It's just easier to retype everything. RK Rana, I see Ayla, MJ, Kareem, Marcelo, Riri Snack, Akib, Andres, Didi Roy, Infinity, Infamous, and Roy, Abdul, Drag Warrior. If I spell it wrong, forgive me. I'm trying to do for time, but I think we all understand. I think I'll understand who you are. OYS, TJ, Dark Seed, Iron John, no, I already got Dark Seed. Queen Zero, Cutie Pie. Like I said, I'm trying to do for time. Wild Boy, Vito, see Sean, Mikey, Skid, Poppy, Steven, 23, Mosavi, Satish, Dorks, Vinit. I thought there was only 23. Suresh. 988. Jesus, you guys are killing me. Eves, Q, Jum. I got more trick. I did a Jeet, Ray, Summer. I got RK, Distroopers. I got Roy, I got C-Sean, NNF. I got Rookie, right? Rookie. I believe I typed in Rookie. I don't see Rookie. Thought I typed you. All right. Cock. Of course. How do I forget that? Snack. Gotcha. Ricky. Gotcha. G. Riz. Okay, hold on. I just saw you there. Riz. Parabo. A bang. Wow, boy. B picks. Zeke. Did I get Zeke? Zeke. Jesus. Yeah, I really got to do a better way to do this. Yeah. All right. And I got that. Marcelo, Steven, Satish, I got you. And I have Crook. All right. And when I got Windbreaker, no, I didn't get Windbreaker. I got Summer Breeze. Windbreaker and Summer Breeze. Lend me. All right, I'm gonna be cutting it off here shortly. So if you don't see your name, say something. I'm gonna cut you off in about 30 seconds. That starts in my head that I magically count to like 1, 2, 20, 30. Strip. Oh, last second. That's it. Cut it off. Done. I'm not taking any more names. I got you, bro. Like I said, names might be misspelt, but I believe I got as many as I could. And I apologize if I didn't see you. I'm one person. I'm typing these in. All right, we're spinning. Hold on. I gotta see how many I got. I gotta know how many winners. 1, 2, 3, 7. All right, we're gonna do 15. Damn, 50. I just typed in 50 names. All right, whatever. Spin. Shuffle it up. Spin it. We're going. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that bot. So that way all you have to do is do exclamation mark pick me or some shit like that. Don't demonetize me because I said shit. Dorix, congratulations. And I do remove the name after you get picked, so don't believe I don't. I do. I click remove. Infamous. Congrats, Infamous. Spinning. Oh, Akib, congrats. And I know some of you are last minute, are new. I'll tell you how to get your code from me. The best way to do is going to be on Discord. If you're not on Discord, write me in game. I'm in state 1380. MJ, congrats. But I will say the fastest and most easiest way is going to be through Discord. If you are on Discord, you can either join the community and write me privately that way, or you can write me through the LSS Discord on the right hand side in the members under YouTubers or whatever they call it now, but I'm in a different color than everyone else. So MJ, congrats. You can add me that way, or not add me, but send me a private message. You don't have to add me as a friend to send me a message. You could just write me a message. Oias, congrats. Wow, a win. Yes, MJ, you win. B-Pix, congrats. Jeet. Congrats, Jeet. All right, Jeet, congrats. B-Pix, congrats. Elias, congrats. MJ, Akib, Infamous, Dorix. All congratulations for winning the gift code. Dark Seed, squeezing in there. Congrats. Moving on. We got 7 more to do. 7 more winners. NNF. Congrats. Let's shuffle it up a little bit. Give some craziness for the last 6. Make it crazy. Infinity to infinity and beyond. I can't even spell it right now. I'm all screwed up writing it down. All right, Infinity, congrats. Last five. And then tomorrow I will also do a giveaway at the end of the stream. So a bang, I think it's a bang, right? A bang. I probably spelt it wrong, but I think we know who it is. A bang. I think it's a bang Kai. I believe that's how it is. I think I just typed in the D. I don't know. Congrats. Rory Snack. Congrats, Rary. 3 more. And Roy. Congrats, and Roy. It's like Neen. I know I'm good at your name, but it's like Neen Han Roy. I just shorten it. Because there's a DD Roy, and then there's you and Roy. So 988. Congrats, Max. And last one, last but not least, let's give it a huge ass shuffle. Boom. Boom. And Stakish. All right. congratulations to all the winners. Once again, if you don't know how to get your gift code, the easiest way to do it would be to, and I'll just show you because it's always easier to explain it, or show it than explain it. If you're on Discord, you can go, well, let's do it this way. If you are on the YouTube channel, you can join the Discord through the video. Let me, hold on, this is probably gonna, oh, it is. Okay, if you go to the description here, there should be Discord down right here. If you click on this link, it'll send you the invite. You can join in Discord, and then you can private message me there. Once you're on Discord, just send me a private message. You can right click on my name or click on my name and send me a message, or right click and then hit message here. Or if you don't want to join my Discord, that's fine. You can go to the LSS Discord, and then right here on the right hand side where it says YouTuber, you should see me right here, Tadowski. You at least see the symbol. Same thing, you can right click message or click and then write the message down here and send it, and I will get it, and I will get you your gift code. Like I said, I may not be able to get your gift code immediately, but I promise you I will get it to you before the end of the day. So yeah. All right. I think that's going to be it, guys. Tomorrow we're going to do the rest of the coverage, and then we'll be back to regular, and then we'll be starting the next rounds of ASC next weekend, where we'll have 2 groups, or whatever. It's 16 teams. We'll have 16 teams. I don't know if they're going to do 4. No, they're not going to do 4 groups. 2 groups, 16 teams, and we're going to see how things work out. So with that being said, thank you all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the support and love. And until next time, well, or tomorrow, have a safe day. Share the information. Help each other out. Look out for each other. But most importantly, be safe out there. Bye.